Hi and welcome to another video of Dad's RC Hangar. We are still building slowly the J3 Navy Cup. As in part 2, we resolved the getting the actual tail screwed to the fuselage, but then I tried to put the rear tail wing on, the tail wheel, and yeah, more problems. So this video you're about to watch, which is part 3, will be fixing the wheel, sorting out the issues that it had. You may not have the issues, you may have a brilliant plane when you buy this. This just happens to be a Friday plane, as I call them, that has a few issues. But let's get right to it. Okay, right, so I had the coffee, I'd looked at a couple of random things on the internet, and basically we was doing it right. I've got a Thursday plane. That's okay. So we've tightened the screws here. I also put the horn on. I actually forgot that I wasn't filming, but I put the horn on, so I've got 2 screws now. They're a bit of a pain that they didn't really kind of follow suit from the other side. I'll show you close up in a minute. So I had to bit of put in the china shop if you're a dentist using a sledgehammer, but a big drill. Now you can, in Hobby King and other outlets, can get like little screw, like what do you call them? Drill bits that hand drills, and you know, nice and easy to do. So first things first, this is where these screwdrivers come into hand. I'll put this back on. Now you have got the groove there, as I said. So if you put that straight and then tighten it a little bit, I'll get it in, you'll find that it comes and finds the home, and then tighten it fully. Then it's one slip. You must get it in that groove. Simple as. Now, so if I put these in here as shown in another video I found, actually, that should fit in there. Well, one, this is not even straight. If you can, this is really badly made plane. If you see, I've tightened these, and it's not straight in between the back. If you can see here, I mean, it needs to move over. I mean, this, whoever made this plane is just has really somewhere else to go that day. It should be there. I mean, maybe I can adjust it. I'll take that back. I can adjust it a little bit anyway, but make sure you're true, because when you land or take it off, see, it does tighten. Okay, we'll see how it. If it goes a bit way, you'll end up fighting it all the way when it's taking off. So as you can see, anyway, these are too long. They've been made too long, or the screws have been put in the wrong place. Because that's, see here, that there should be there, and look at the wing, look at the wheel. So what am I going to do? One option is I could ring Hobby King and say, take this pile of crap back and give me one that was made on a Friday, screwdriver, sorry. Or we could have a play. You know, if you build things yourself or change things yourself, you've got a risk that possibly that you'll land and it will go wrong and you'll end up smashing up the plane. For those of you out there that like a bit of tinkering, let's tinker. So, I like tinkering sometimes. Not when I've got to shorten this YouTube video because it's so long. So, get a marker. I don't think I've got a marker with me. I might have a marker somewhere. Might have a marker somewhere. Probably somewhere. Anyway, let's try it without a marker, shall we? Let's really go live and happening. So, it's not live, but you know what I mean. So that needs to be moved over a bit. I reckon if I make it, bend it there, Okay, so I'll take that out. If I bend it there, I mean you can bend it about. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to break. But we'll have to see that's break. I'll just try to bend the original bend. Alright. So let's stick that in there. Now what I might have to do actually is take that off, because it's going to be a lot easier at the moment to put it on. So I'll take the metal back off again, put my new homemade bend like so, and then make sure that's the grub screws at the back, and then screw, grub screw, and put that in there. That looks pretty good. You know, I think it's going to grab. I'm happy with that. That's not bad. Maybe Hobby King or whoever does this sort of thing, so you have self-satisfaction when you get it going. In fact, no, that's totally correct. Or is it because I haven't got that one tighter? Yeah. Maybe I have to bend that. So that's that. But I could hot glue this. That's what I could do. I could hot glue this. In fact, this bend is a bit too much. As you can see, I mean, we could sacrifice some springs. There's pretends in the real aeroplane. You've got springs and attachments that we can put here, which is scale. But we could do without these two. So if you land in grass, it's not going to ping the spring. And there's springs here. If you can see them. We'd actually put a spring there, a bit like the Flybaby has springs, which I have got one of, which we'll show you another day, which is already built. Unfortunately, before I made this YouTube channel, I was building planes. Hence, this is probably the worst one that I found, but it's a challenge. So let's, just give not all bad. Now, what did I say? Did I say that was too short? Or was it too long? I think it was needed to go back a bit. So let's bend that back. Sorry, not showing you. Go along a bit and bend it down. So we've got our own little dog leg going on. Put it in the metal. And put it in the plastic. And then put it on the shaft. Get the little where it tightens up on the shaft. Boom. And it is a bit too much now. So this is going to take a lot of messing about, but you can see what I'm doing anyway. I'm going to keep bending this shaft until I'm happy, and then I'll bend it so it pulls it round so it's nice and tight. But as you can see, the wheel's not level, but I will play, and then I'll do the same with this. It's a lot of messing about, but it can be fun. But for now, I'm going to pause the video because you don't want to keep me seeing bending metal, because hopefully your plane won't need to do it. Right, so after a little while of faffing about, I bent them both. Now they're secure. As I say, with the horn I went in for the second hole, and as you can see, it turns. It goes a bit weird on that end, I think. Does it turn right? Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'd have that much rudder anyway. I think that's about right. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you can either send it back and say, can I have an aeroplane because this one sucks, or just play about and we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's not an aerobatic plane. Some of you out there could probably do a better job than I am. I have, should I say, but I'm happy with that. It's solid. It's not going anywhere, he says. Okay, right, so as I say, I'll put the horn on, and with the push rod we've gone into the second hole. I haven't clipped it, and I won't clip it tight because they kind of snap together, because I'll wait until I've powered it up, the servo's on, everything's got power, and boom, we'll go for gold. This one, the horn, again, will sit there. Now once again, if I look through there, I can't see any holes. The other one didn't need the plastic insert on the other side, but I will go with this one. I'll show you on here. It comes through here. Now they are reinforced, but the plastic doesn't fit in the holes. What we could do, I suppose, is just open them holes up a bit, just with your screwdriver, so this kind of sits flat. Get it in there. Probably not. It's a bit more. Maybe we'll use a wider screwdriver. Maybe it's just these little plastic. They stick out on here, and I think, you know, if the screw's going through that, then it's a bit better. Right, so I hold that with my one hand and put this horn rear the right way, which would be facing the rod. All fingers and thumbs. This is when you need more hands than you have. Boom. Right, so that's this is better. This one, the screwdriver. It does go through there, so it does go through the hole. I think it's just a bit, and I can feel it going into my finger, so that means that it's going through. You know, if you wanted to, you could probably hot glue, which we'll be doing anyway, to these parts. That it actually says on some of the videos that I've seen on people that have built it, that they hot glue those parts. I'm hoping that, you know, this is not putting you off this plane, because I think I just, as I say, must have a Thursday plane, Friday plane, or whatever it is, Monday plane, because this is a beautiful plane. I'm sitting here making it and looking at it, and it's sexy, and I really want to fly this soon. I'm looking to fly next weekend. It's a lovely day outside today. I've actually shut the hangar doors because my family are home, and the last thing you want to hear on the channel is my family yicking and yakking. But it's hot out there. Crazy February in the UK. But they're popping through, but I'm not too bothered. I can deal with that. But one thing that's a bit strange to me is why that comes so wide on this. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, so try and get it level, and that looks like the top. Or when you turn these, always get a bit of pliers on the metal and turn the plastic. Don't try and turn the whole thing, because you're not going to turn it. You'll end up breaking it. You know, bending it or something. So that's, see, the horn's not really kind of like nice and straight. You'd expect that to be here a bit closer. But you know, you know, I'm not going to tighten that again. But I think that is the back built, apart from the scale stuff that we'll do now. I've got a couple of screws here, a couple of screws there, a couple of screws everywhere. The undercarriage, yeah, we'll do that. That's this in a second, I think. But more screws there. There's some other screws here, you see, that I have no idea what they're for yet. But, so you get these little plastic. Off camera, sorry, but you get these little plastic things, and they fit in the wing. Oh, well, this is the top side. There should be some more ones the same colour scale, which there is. They fit in here like that. Now we're going to hot glue those babies in there, because then what you do, you have these rods that you get in the well, if I go to the camera, you might be able to see them. These rods here. And you've got the small springs. There's a pack of small springs here, and they fit. There's smaller rods. There's big rods and there's two small rods. So the two small rods fit underneath. They fit here, and then with the spring. Now I might leave these off, because if I'm going into long grass, or like, you know, an unplanned landing, as I like to call it, it's going to catch and it might rip something off. So I don't know. I've got them on the Flybaby and they look pretty sexy. But even saying that, that rod's pretty close to that top. I'll have to have a look round, but maybe it might be better that this is on a lower one. says, if I can get it on there. You don't want to bend it because it's... See, that's more like it with the spring, but even when it comes down, it will hit the spring. I'm almost tempted to leave the bottom springs off until I've powered it up. It'll be in another video, of course. So I'll leave them off for now. But they're hot glue these anyway. I suppose that you can use other glue. Hot glue is always good. You know, just dip that dog, bang, you're in. But that is the tail wing for the rudder and the elevators, and that's just pinged off obviously because I haven't done it. But yeah, as you see, the screws have popped through here. You know, it's one of them things. I think, as you can think, with me trying to work out the screw, it's creased. Even though it's gone down, it's creased there. So we can maybe put a bit of tape over there. It should be strong anyway. It'd be nice to find out what colour this paint is so we can touch up. It's bound to get some hanger ash and stuff. But I'm going to leave that for this episode. I think we've had enough fun on this one. But you know, we've got the tail wing on. We've got it going straight with the rudder, which is always a good thing. I'll put the little push rods on later on when we power it up. We've done the wings, as I say. We've got the we've got those really sticky out screws on there. They're on. But you know, it's just the fun of building a plane. It becomes a bit more personal, maybe. I don't know. But I think that's all I'm going to do for now, because otherwise this video is going to be about 10 days long. I think what we'll do next is do a episode 3 for the undercarriage, and see where we go from there. Okay, keep flying and be safe.